What's going on, YouTube? We're doing coming at you on another episode today. Today we're doing deck profile for Blackwings. This is my third version of this deck. I love this deck so much. I like the Japanese players. I can't let it die. It's really good, really consistent. A lot of people don't know what to side for it, if they have a side for it. And not a lot of people know what cards are played in here, what hidden texts and gems, as far as the main side and extra, which I'm going to show today. I'm going to show the whole deck, full breakdown and everything. This is a 42 card Blackwing deck. I'm starting to get in the flow of playing 42 cards Blackwings. It works really good. So under the deck profile, we got 3 Blackwing Shura, 3 Blackwing Kalute, triple Bora, double Sirocco, double Blizzard, double Maxi, 1 Vayu, 1 Gale, 1 Zephyros, 1 Darkon Dragon, and 1 Gorz. That's the whole monster lineup. Like I said, this deck is 42 main, and it runs relatively smooth. We have 2 Power Duality, double MST, Heavy Storm, Dark Eruption, which is a relatively new card. I'll get to the reason for that after I show this deck. Basically, Blackwing's Allure Darkness, cards of Black Feather, very good card. Black Whirlwind, Book of Moon, Allure Darkness, and Monster Reborn, of course. I'm just going to show the full main deck, and I'll go into my choices, then we'll go into the extra deck inside. Traps, triple Icarus Attack, double Bottomless Trap Hole, double Compulsory, double Torrential, Solemn Warning, and Solemn Judgment. So, like I said, we have a 42 card main deck. A lot of things different from my last build. First of all, I'm playing Torrential. I used to not like it, and I like it, and I don't like it. It's like a love-hate relationship. The card's really good this format, though. If your opponent tries to overextend, you just play Torrential. I mean, there are certain games where it won't do nothing for you, unless you open with it against your opponent, but I still feel Torrential is a very good card, especially against the E-Dragons matchup. You play Torrential against them, they don't really have anything except trying to bring another monster on, hoping you don't get rid of that. We play 2 Compulsory Evacuation Device, which is like another MVP card of the format. Your opponent exceeds, you can post a monster, they basically have to start again. Another great card against dragons, mainly. Another good card to play against End Phase. Evil Swarm, make them use that Pandemic that turn, and your turn you can do whatever you want. Book of Moon, attack their monster, because at that point they use the Pandemic, so it's a very good card. Double Bottomless Trap Hole, Necessity, and of course triple Icarus Attack. A lot of people are trying to bump it down to 2. This card's a very good card. You open an Icarus Attack with any Blackwing monster, you're guaranteed to wipe your opponent's field clear to get your attacks through. So I don't know why players not want to play 2 of that. Now, of course, I run 2 MSTs. A lot of people don't like MSTs. I mean, yeah, you got Icarus Attacks, but I still want to get my summons off. MST's a great card to do it. Here's a card that a lot of people are probably going to have a problem with and don't want to hear, or maybe some don't know about it. It's Dark Eruption. It says, add 1 Dark Monster with 1500 or less attack from the graveyard to your hand. This is a great card. Now that we have 3 Kalutes, this is another way, if you use a Kalute already, to basically get that Kalute to your hand. To get the Blizzard to your hand and make that Blizzard play. This card pushes for game all the time. It's such a great card. And like I said, getting that Kalute is the difference between winning or losing in certain games, or having a good defense. So you definitely want to maintain that Kalute in your hand at all times. Of course, you have to use it against opponent's monsters, because Blackwings, you know, your Shura, your Boras, 17, 1800. This card just helps you push for a game. It's a great card, and I highly recommend anyone trying this card out if they are trying out a Blackwing build. Once again, I'm still playing Allure and cards of Black Feather. These 2 cards have won me so many games. Mainly cards of Black Feather. You know, it's a great card. Allure Darkness. Since Allure Darkness was hit, we gotta improvise, and cards of Black Feather is a great, improvisation of that. Of course, I play Gorz, a great card. Darkon Dragon. I played 2 Maxis. Last one I was playing 2 Effect Veiler. Maxi's a great card now because you go plus, and allowing Blackwings a plus is not a good idea. Your opponent's basically trying to go game for you, and if you can attack the monster and stay on the field for an extra turn after you plus big time off this card, you're gonna win. I've never lost after my opponent tried to go off on me, and then I just, you know, either compulsed one of his monsters so he couldn't finish me off, and then when it went to my go, I get him next turn. And Maxi in Blackwings is very good, and really, I consider it better in this deck for when your opponent goes off than almost any deck, because you're gonna get your plays off. Now, I went Blizzard. I'm not sure I was playing 1 or 3 Blizzards. I feel 2 at this point in time in this format is a great card to play. It allows you to go into the level 6 synchros, which are relatively important. I'll explain that in a little bit. Everything else is the same though. I think last time I was playing 2 Bora, but we have a reasoning why, and I'll exceed that because I'm going to show you right now why we need to play 3 Bora. So like I said, the deck's 42 cards main. I don't know the full count. I'll go into my side deck choices in a little bit. Let's go right into the extract. Extract's you're going to have 1 Blackwing, Silver, and Ascendant. Such a great card. I mean, Value and an Arm Master in Graveyard is going to make this guy, and I have made this guy. He's 28 beat stick, very good. You got a lot of your opponent's cards. This big guy's 26, Draco Slack's 26. This card just gets right over them. We're playing 2 Arm Masters. This card is winning me games left and right. Nobody has that many ways besides the obvious compulse to get this guy off the field, especially against what was I playing the other day? I was playing some Dino Rabbit deck, like they're still running around, and the guy went like Lagia, and I was like, alright, Lagia Doka, and I basically made him use his shit. I brought this guy out, and I won the game because he had 0 answers for this guy. So our master he wins against himself. We're playing 1 Armed Wing, 2800 breaks defense. You can't say no to that. It's great, especially when it hits the tokens. It's like 28 in the butt. It's so good. All right, Stardust Dragon. Obviously, Dark End Dragon, who wins games. He sends, doesn't destroy. That's why he's such a great card. Black Rose Dragon. I really go into this card, and I want to cut it, but I can't because there are times where it proves as useful, and there's times where it doesn't. But I don't know. I'm debating on Black Rose Dragon. Orange Dragon is a new addition to this deck. I played Orange Dragon for many reasons. One, he's a level 6, so I have another option when I go into level 6 besides Arm Wing and my other card, which would be Gaia Knight. I'll talk about this card in a second. Orange Dragon basically allows us to, let's say we Icarus attack and then bring out Stardust. He gets rid of Stardust. When this card is single summon, target 1 face-up synchro monster your opponent controls and banish it. So you Icarus attack, your opponent somehow stops it with a Starlight Road, brings out Stardust Dragon, and you go, sure. Blizzard with Shura or Bora, and go right into Orange Dragon. And it banishes the stars and allows you to push in that 2300 still, and you still get through your damage. Before that, I was going into Gaia Knight and getting only for 100, which is not as good as Orange Dragon. I really feel this card's great. Konami's talking in the next expansion about how next set of Yu-Gi-Oh! How they're going to push for synchros, and this guy's going to be the answer for it. I highly suggest everybody get that. I made a card talk episode recently about this card, and I really suggest people start picking this card up. It's like $6 or $7. Next, we got Gaia Knight, the Force of Earth. The reason I like this card so much, because with Blizzard and any Blackwing monster mid-game against an Orpheon play, or against my opponent who wants to do an Orpheon play, it basically says you can't. He's 2600 attack, you can't be Phoenix Chain because it has no effects, and my opponent's trying to get an Orpheon on the board, and I drop this guy before he hits Orpheon, guess what? Your Orpheon's going to do nothing at this point. 2550 says nothing to 2600 attack. Gaia Knight's a great card, and it really is worth its weight in gold, allowing my opponent to go into another Exceed monster instead of Orpheon. Orpheon does not really hurt Blackwings as much as people like to think it does. Next, we got the Exceeds. Like I said, we got about 6 Exceed monsters. I like Synchros more than Exceeds. I mean, we got Extra Attack and other cards help me facilitate that if we are playing against Evil Swarms. I rarely lose against Evil Swarms because I play the deck, and 2, I know how to stop it. And I feel this build is a really solid build to not only stop Evil Swarms, but get you a game 1 easy win. We'll go right into Exceeds. Black Triple Corn, obviously, this card's great for Blackwings. Abyssal wins games. Shockmaster wins games. Great card when you play, and especially if you know you're playing against spell books. You go Shore, Blizzard, Shore, Bora, and you get him out. You can easily drop this guy first turn with the right hand, and most times you will get that right hand, and got Cowboy. And the newest addition is Bing. I played 2 Ice Beast Zephyr-Roni. This card is great. I know I just said the name wrong. This card's really good. I'll read the whole thing too. It requires 2 level 4 Wing Beast types, which basically all Blackwings are. 2 level 4, so Bora, Shura, Bora. Another reason why we play triple Bora, triple Shura. Besides the fact that Bora could pop a token, take against a Draco stack and hit him for 14 in the face. This card says, once per turn you can attach 1 XYZ material from this card. Negate the effects of all face-up monsters your opponent controls. And if you do, this card gains 300 attack for each face-up card currently on the field, except this card. I'm sorry, let me read it again. Except this card. These effects are applied until your next standby phase. I'm going to say a couple of things right off the bat. One, let's say your opponent has one monster face up on the field. He'll negate his effect, obviously. But the next thing, if you read, a lot of players don't really understand this card as much. If you do, this card gains 2 attack for each face-up card currently on the field. This does not mean monster. I was playing against, I believe it was a Darkwood player. I did this against him, and he was like laughing when I first dropped it. He goes, "You're only gonna get like 2600. My guy's still 3K, or something around that." And I'm like, "Okay, activate effect, blank abilities. Oh, by the way, you got face-ups, don't you? Yeah, those cards are face-up. Boost. This card's such a great card. It wins games by itself. It really holds your opponent down. And the fact that you detach one XYZ to do this, is so good. This is another reason why I bumped out the effect ability to play. This guy is just way better." So that's basically the whole Exceed deck and everything like that. We'll go really quick because I'm running out of time. Into my 15-card side deck. My side deck's chosen. I really put a lot of work into the side deck. I really, really did. I really feel it's great for the meta currently we're at right now. And if you guys have any ideas, options, anything else like that, let me know. By the way, Sexy Token. Thank you, T-Bird325. Alright, we got Mind Control, obviously, for level 4 monsters. You're going to take the monster with a Blackwing, and you're going to make Blackshield Corn, or whatever you want to make it. It's just really good. 2 Fossil Down Packers of Flow, because I don't need to special summon as much as a lot of decks in the format. Knowing that, you can play this card and really slow down the game a lot to your liking. Of course, we're going to play 2 Kaiko to those Ghost Destroyers. I want to play 3. I love this card. Play this against, I'm sorry, I'm going to say Constellars. Oh my god. Play this against both Dragons, Elemental Dragons, as well as Prophecy, and it really, really puts the game in your favor. 2, Delta Core Anti-Reverse. Basically, if you have 3 pairs of Blackwings, it's Harpy's Feather Duster for face downs. If you have 1 Blackwing, you set it, activate it, and it's Harpy Feather Duster for Blackwings. Basically, if you control a piece of Blackwing monster, you activate this card, and it pops all the face down cards. So it's like use them if you got them. It's really great. Once again, another answer to an end phase. You go off your set a lot of back row. I'm going to end phase hit you with this card, force you to activate a bunch of cards you don't want to activate at the right moment. Deck Devi, it's so easy to go into with this card, with either, oh my god, Kalu pumping, or you go first turn into a Black Corn. You play Deck Devi against your, get to play capture plays, and it really gives you a lot of advantage, and ultimately the game. Triple Morphin number 2, I don't understand why nobody's playing this card a lot more in this side deck. You play this against Dragons. They go off with a Draco Sack. They attack your Morphin number 2, and you go, cool, let's see how many level 4s you got. The secret is not that many. And they ultimately lose by decking themselves out. And my final card, Deck Lockdown. As you can see, this whole side deck is really anti-meta-ish, with the main being its own kind of rogue setup. I like it like that. Allows me to make better decisions when I'm playing in-game against somebody. If I go, okay, this is what kind of build this guy's playing, how different is it from the basic build, and determining that will change how you do your side deck. This is a very flexible side deck against the meta, especially the big 3. The big 3 are really not that big a problem for me. I'm probably going to post some duel videos up later on about that, and, about me playing a couple of the duels against the big 3 type decks, showing you guys how Blackwings don't really have the big problem with that. I'm using this exact build. If I chase any cards, it'll be in the links below. Guys, check out my content. I have a contest coming up soon. And that's about it. What you're going to do is subscribe to my shit. That's my 2 cents.